Some jets aren't tracked on any flight radar. No tail numbers, no airline call signs, no trace of their departure or arrival. They vanish into the clouds, and only the most powerful people on Earth know where they go. But what if I told you that some of these jets belong not just to billionaires, but to the FBI, the CIA, and even the Pentagon, flying missions so covert even their own governments deny them? And what if I told you these aren't just luxurious private aircraft? They're mobile command centers, surveillance labs, escape vehicles, and sometimes black site prisons with wings. These are the jets so secret, the FBI doesn't want you to know they exist. Welcome to the shadow world of elite air power. The 10 most secret private jets used by billionaires, government elites, and covert agencies to evade the law, operate above it, or disappear entirely without a trace. Let's dive into number 10 with one of U.S. aviation's strangest open secrets. Costing an estimated $25 to $30 million per jet. This isn't just a collection of planes. It's a series of unmarked Boeing 737s, so routine, they've become practically invisible. These pristine white jets, marked only by a single red stripe, consistently operate out of a highly restricted terminal at Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas. Their true, clandestine destination? That would be Groom Lake, more famously known as Area 51. These aircraft, primarily derived from the Boeing 737-600, aren't about showcasing cutting-edge stealth technology or carrying massive missile payloads. Instead, their real power lies in sheer repetition and the absolute silence surrounding their operations. Every single morning, these jets lift off in a precise sequence, silently ferrying highly cleared personnel to top-secret black site labs, classified test ranges, and facilities so deeply compartmentalized that even the pilots themselves might not know their full mission. Here's where things get truly bizarre. In 2005, one Janet flight reportedly had to turn around mid-air simply because a passenger answered their phone. This incident highlights just how incredibly strict their protocols are, where even a device signal is enough to warrant an immediate aborted mission. The name Janet isn't an acronym the government officially admits to. According to various insiders, it actually stands for just another non-existent terminal. Pretty ironic, wouldn't you say, for a fleet that consistently flies to arguably the most denied and secretive base on Earth? Sliding in at number 9 is the Gulfstream C-37AB, the ultimate jet for quiet, high-level travel. This plane, costing an estimated $65 million, is used mainly by the U.S. Air Force's 89th Airlift Wing and the Department of Defense. It's not just sleek, it's incredibly precise. From the outside, it looks like a normal Gulfstream V, but inside, it turns into what you might call a ghost ship, fully set up for secret diplomatic trips and hidden movements. This C-37 comes with strong encrypted satellite links, advanced anti-jamming tech, and signal-blocking transponders. It's not meant to be seen at all. It's built to simply vanish. Its main job is to quietly fly top officials, key defense staff, and important VIPs between secret locations without ever showing up on public radars. For instance, in 2018, one C-37 reportedly flew a senior defense expert out of the Middle East under a total blackout. That means no flight record, no news coverage, nothing. Here's a surprising fact. Some of these jets have been seen flying over global hotspots, sometimes with no one on board. These flights are actually for high-level signal sweeps. So, when one of these planes flies empty, that's often when it's doing its most important and most secret work. At number 8, we reveal the Ghost Jet, a plane that seems to defy existence, yet sees everything. This isn't just a plane painted to look stealthy. It's truly designed to be untraceable. Fully equipped, it's estimated to cost over $80 million. You won't find this jet on any public flight trackers. It has no publicly listed owner and is often registered to fake companies. Basically, on paper, it's invisible. This mysterious aircraft is thought to be a highly changed Beechcraft King Air 350 or a Bombardier Global 6000. It's stripped of all clear branding. Instead, it's packed with advanced high-definition cameras, smart facial recognition systems, and cutting-edge signal interception gear. This means the ghost jet doesn't just watch suspects. It actively listens, analyzes, and collects huge amounts of data. For example, in 2020, one such jet was reportedly seen circling above Minneapolis, Atlanta, and Washington, D.C. during the George Floyd protests. During these flights, it quietly gathered massive amounts of data, encrypted messages, and detailed crowd movements, all without anyone knowing or agreeing to it. Here's the kicker. While people on the ground mostly thought drones or police helicopters were watching them, the real eye in the sky was flying quietly at 25,000 feet. It looked like a regular commuter plane, but in truth, it was acting like a total digital surveillance center, watching every single move. Moving to number 7, we find the Boeing C-40 Clipper, a familiar shape hiding an extraordinary secret. This jet lands with a hefty $70 million price tag. But don't let its commercial 737 look fool you. Used mainly by the U.S. Air Force's elite 89th Airlift Wing, these jets are like wolves in regular clothes, built to pick up, command, and disappear without a trace. The Clipper is based on the Boeing 737-700C and was made to blend in perfectly with everyday air traffic. But step inside, and you'll find a true flying fortress. It has bulletproof communication systems, encrypted satellite links, biometric security, and even plush, soundproof VIP suites. So this plane doesn't just fly generals. It actively carries the very plans that can change world power. One of its most talked about secret jobs happened in 2021. A C-40 reportedly flew an unmarked rescue mission during the chaotic U.S. pullout from Kabul. There was no transponder, no press, just a silent climb into history under a complete news blackout. Here's where the story gets really wild. While this aircraft is technically rated to carry over 120 people, some of its most crucial missions are said to fly with just 2 people on board, one senior official, and a mysterious black briefcase rumored to hold nothing less than nuclear launch codes. Next, at number 6, a workhorse of the skies changes into a shadowy spy platform, the C-130 Hercules. This powerful plane steps out of the shadows with an estimated $155 million price tag. But this huge cost isn't just for its size, it's for the incredible secrets packed inside. Operated by the U.S. Air Force Special Operations Command, this isn't the familiar aid plane people know. Instead, think of it as the ultimate shapeshifter of the skies, a dedicated spy jet disguised as a cargo plane. These hidden versions of the famous Lockheed C-130 airframe are heavily rebuilt. They come with next-gen signal listening tech, soundproof rooms, and vital protection against electromagnetic pulses. What's more, some even have onboard interrogation rooms and special electronic warfare areas, all designed to hack, jam, or secretly listen in from over 30,000 feet. Consider this. Back in 2020, a highly modified Hercules reportedly flew out of Creech Air Force Base with total radar silence. Its mission? To secretly bring a high-value intelligence target out of Eastern Europe. There was no transponder, no flight plan, just a mere whisper over encrypted communication channels. Here's where things get truly wild. One specific version is rumored to have a hidden command center right under its cargo floor. A full digital operations room carefully built for ghost-level missions. Moving to number 5, an iconic giant from the past takes on a new, unsettling role: the NASA Shuttle Carrier aircraft. This huge $225 million flying beast once had the famous job of carrying space shuttles across continents. Today, however, insiders claim it carries something far more secret inside its massive frame. Used by NASA's Armstrong Flight Research Center, this highly modified Boeing 747 is no longer just a symbol of space exploration. It has, in essence, become a ghost ship in the sky. Originally built to carry space orbiters, the aircraft has since been greatly updated. It now features advanced surveillance platforms, high-tech radar systems, and even very sensitive climate sensors. It flies at incredibly high altitudes, remains unmarked, and very often is completely untraceable. Think about this. One retired engineer hinted that in 2018, this aircraft flew a highly secret mission to monitor the Arctic from orbit. There was no flight plan, no public record at all. It carried a mysterious sensor package that, reports say, never actually came back to the ground. This fact reportedly raised eyebrows within congressional oversight circles. Here's where the story takes an even stranger turn. Some of these 747s have been seen with equipment attached that simply doesn't match any known or publicly approved NASA project. There are no official marks, no explanations, and absolutely no comment from any agency. Just deep silence at 30,000 feet. At number 4, holding its ground, is the Air Force C-32, a presidential workhorse with a secret playbook. This aircraft lands with a huge estimated cost of $250 million. This high price isn't just for raw power, it's for a different kind of authority. Operated by the elite 89th Airlift Wing, this isn't simply the Vice President's personal plane. Instead, it's a fully operational flying fortress, carefully designed for important diplomatic talks, high-risk pickups, and showing global influence, all, of course, hidden by that famous presidential blue and white paint. Under its familiar Boeing 757 shell lies a complex set of secret upgrades. We're talking about strong EMP shielding, advanced anti-jamming communication, toughened electronics, and a full digital command center. This turns the aircraft into part flying war room, part strategic hub. Its main job? Fast VIP transport, quick emergency evacuations, and helping with high-stakes international dealings, often under total operational secrecy. One very high-level mission reportedly saw a C-32 secretly pick up key staff from a besieged embassy abroad. It was done with absolutely no call signs, no flight logs, and, most importantly, no questions asked. Here's where things get truly unreal. While this aircraft is built to comfortably seat up to 45 important people in total luxury, one mission was said to involve only a single passenger, a billionaire whistleblower, accompanied by nothing more than a sealed diplomatic case. That, my friends, isn't just simple transport. That's pure leverage at 40,000 feet. Cracking the top 3, we expose the FBI's Ultrajet, a plane so secret even the Pentagon whispers its name. This aircraft boasts an estimated $220 million in hidden technology and, incredibly, zero public visibility. Operated by the Bureau's Secret Tactical Airborne Unit, this isn't just a plane. It's so deeply hidden that even experienced Pentagon officials reportedly call it simply the Phantom. While it's based on a highly modified Gulfstream G550, its outside is made to look like a civilian luxury jet, allowing it to blend smoothly into the sky. But underneath that normal shell lies an unbreakable fortress. It has advanced signal encryption, top-tier biometric access, and smart surveillance systems that can create live 3D maps of an area. This jet is specially built to deploy secretly, carrying out vital pickups, high-value transports, and real-time spy missions. What's more, it does all this by flying completely under FAA radar, using fake identifiers and complex shell companies to stay untraceable. Interestingly, sources within private aviation circles suggest this very jet was used during a hush-hush operation in 2022. This particular mission is widely believed to have involved moving a high-profile foreign intelligence asset by air from Switzerland to a secret, highly secure location deep within the Nevada desert. Holding its ground at number 2, we feature the E-4B Nightwatch, an aircraft built not for luxury, but for the end of the world. This plane takes to the skies with an astonishing $223 million price tag. This aircraft isn't built to impress, however. It's engineered to outlive the apocalypse itself. Nicknamed the Doomsday Plane, this airborne fortress is specifically designed to survive the truly unthinkable, a full-scale nuclear war. Based on the iconic Boeing 747-200 airframe, the E-4B is heavily hardened against electromagnetic pulses and features triple redundant systems. It boasts satellite uplinks capable of communicating with nuclear submarines, and even includes a dedicated battle staff center that can seize command of the entire U.S. military while airborne. Therefore, what you'll find inside isn't luxury, it's pure resilience. Imagine a war room, a situation room, and an intelligence headquarters all meticulously fused into 180 feet of steel and critical signals. Here's where the story takes a dark turn. In the chaotic aftermath of 9/11, an E-4B was unmistakably spotted circling Washington, D.C. at the very moment NORAD was scrambling to regain control. While this has been officially denied, the footage remains undeniable. And the ultimate twist? This plane literally never sleeps. Thanks to its aerial refueling capabilities, the E-4B can remain airborne for over a week straight. This means that even if the world below were to descend into chaos and burn, the crucial decisions that would ultimately reshape it would still be made at a chilling 40,000 feet, by individuals whose very existence aloft defines the continuity of power beyond the reach of any earthly law. Finally, at the pinnacle, meet the VC-25, universally known as Air Force One, the most recognized symbol of global power hiding its deepest secrets. Estimated at a staggering $325 million per unit, this isn't just a modified Boeing 747. Far from it, this is a nuclear-hardened, airborne command center with wings. Meticulously operated by the elite 89th Airlift Wing, it specifically carries one individual whose unparalleled authority means their movements are beyond question, above all oversight. Derived from the venerable Boeing 747-200B, the VC-25 is, in essence, entirely rebuilt from the fuselage outwards. On board, you'll find an astonishing 4,000 square feet of classified technology, encompassing everything from a luxurious presidential suite and a fully equipped surgical operating room to highly encrypted satellite communications and radar-jamming electronics, potent enough to black out local airspace. Furthermore, it possesses the critical ability to refuel mid-air, allowing it to remain airborne for days on end, effectively functioning as the ultimate final line of government should Washington, D.C. ever fall. A prime example of its critical role occurred during 9/11, when it seamlessly transformed into an airborne bunker for President George W. Bush, circling above secure zones while NORAD scrambled jets to ensure its protection. It truly stood as a flying symbol of resilience under unimaginable fire. However, here's where it gets truly wild. Deep within its massive hull, completely hidden from public spec sheets and blueprints, lies a secondary war room that is widely believed to be shielded against even electromagnetic pulse (EMP) blasts. Not even the press pool traveling on board has any idea where this ultra-secret chamber is located. A testament to the absolute need-to-know nature of operations at the very pinnacle of global power. Now you know what truly flies above us, and why you were never meant to notice. These aircraft aren't just elite transportation for the world's most powerful. They're airborne vaults of state secrets, mobile weapons of influence, and silent enforcers of geopolitical agendas. So the next time you catch a faint glimmer in the sky, ask yourself, is that really a passenger jet? Or something far more classified? Because in today's shadow wars, altitude isn't just power, it's invisibility. And the most dangerous jets don't announce their presence. They vanish. And that, my friends, is precisely the point. According to a 2022 declassified flight audit leaked to Wikilogs, at least 4 of the aircraft on this list were flagged by the FBI for involvement in unauthorized missions over U.S. airspace. But no charges were ever filed. If this blew your mind, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more stories from the hidden world of wealth, power, and elite airspace.